Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of the Enthusiast Experiment. This one, as all of them I guess, is a little bit different than normal. Got something in the mail a little bit ago. Just haven't had time to crack it open, and I'm going to do so on camera, and then I'll probably cut and do a little bit of a comparison just so I can get everything in this video, or as much of it as possible, all in one. But this is a Kickstarter campaign that I backed, and it is something that I use currently quite a bit, actually using right now to hold up the camera as the first edition, or maybe the second edition of what they call the Glif. Wow, this is a terrible bag to send this in. Look at all that. What is this, asbestos? What the guys? Oh man. It's like disgusting. Come on. Out of all the things you could package this in. Ugh, give me a second, I'm gonna get rid of this.
5 minutes later.
Alright, and we're back. God, that's nasty. Alright, so, it's like all over this now. Ew. This guy. So this is the, I think it's the second, maybe the third edition, I don't know, but it's the Glif. I use this every now and then when I'm in a pinch to, if I'm filming with my iPhone, or if I bring it, the first or second edition. I'll show you when in the comparison, it'll be a lot easier. I use it a lot when I travel as a little mini tripod stand, and it also has a really cool feature that allows to like attach the iPhone so you can look at it at a viewing angle, like a kickstand kind of thing, which I'll show you. Unfortunately, this does not have that, which is probably one of my second most used features about the first one, so that's a super duper bummer. But what that gives up for in the kickstand is it has a couple of additional screw holes for mounting additional objects to your phone, microphones, tripods, etc., and then quick adjustability with this little lever here. So in theory, sounds great. How is it in practice? Let's find out. Super duper simple packaging, as you guys can see, not much to it. A couple instructions here. So pull the lever back to release the jaws will move freely, load your phone, close the lever. And then I guess make sure it makes a sound. Snap shut. Okay, well, seems pretty easy. So there's those mounting places I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, which makes it really nice. So if you wanted to like put it on a tripod, you have your phone in this way. You could put in like a microphone or a monitor or, you know, a couple of additional things, where the original I think only had 1, maybe 2 spots. And then the quick adjustability. The original had to be adjusted with a wrench, so it's kind of a pain. This guy self-adjusts. It is spring-loaded, so you can see there. It has a nice material here, so it won't scratch your device. That's in both sides. Color matches pretty nicely, you got the name there. And then, so you would adjust to your device's size, and then snap it down. Oh, that's kind of interesting, you can hear the spring. Let me see if I can put that on camera. Interesting. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. That doesn't lead to much confidence as far as robustness. But theoretically, I guess you wouldn't have to adjust this too many times, although it depends on how sticky it is, which I'll get to in just a minute here when we cut. But so far, initial impressions are that it seems like it seems pretty good. I like the additional mounting holes. I will miss the kickstand ability, but it seems pretty solid once it's locked in. But let me do a cut here, and then we will do a side-by-side comparison of the old versus the new.
The following Thursday.
Okay, so now we're back, and you can see we got the new on the right here and the old on the left. I was mistaken. It actually does... Sorry, the camera's going to be a little weird. It actually does have 2 mounting holes. The other is here. The first did come with this little guy. Makes it handy-dandy to travel with because you can keep it with you. So this is the section that I was talking about that makes it really, really handy, especially like on a plane. You just prop your phone up, boom. Obviously the other way around. Really, really great. So this makes it easy to throw in my little Peak Design bag that I made a video on before. So I can keep it as a tripod mount for the phone as well. So you would just mount your phone, put it on your tripod. You're good to go. And I guess you could use that top loop for something else if you wanted to. I always kept this on here just for travel sake. It made it really easy. But yeah, so you would have that and you're ready to rock and roll. And then it does lock into place. So it has inside one of the holes here, there's an Allen key that you would untighten. You would slide this out to fit to the size of the phone. And then once it was the right size, you would tighten it down and it would lock it. So it doesn't adjust, it won't fall out, you're good to go. And you can slide your phone in and out really easily. You don't have to worry about ever adjusting this once it's locked in, unless you're changing phones or different devices. So there's pros and cons to that. And again, I really enjoyed this feature because as I would pretty much always have this in my travel bag, this is what I would use when I was on the plane. And it made life really easy when you're, watching content on your phone, as I would. So the new version, what you actually do is you fit it to your phone. Go ahead and slide it on and lock it down. And what that does is it clamps down a little bit so it doesn't rattle, it doesn't jiggle, which this one did just a tad. So it's a little more silent. It will not move your phone. I'm trying to slide it off right now, and since it grips, it's not going anywhere. So I was mistaken. You cannot slide your phone in and out of this. You do have to open and close it every single time, which I guess there's pros and cons to that too. It is a little more secure on your phone. And the con is if you're just leaving this on a tripod somewhere, you're going to have to pop it open and closed every single time you want to go use it. I do like that it's a little bit grippy, so that's cool. It leads me to a little more confidence in maybe doing some more precarious shots with a device like this. I do like that it has the additional mounting holes for shits and giggles. Let's see if this fits. Sorry, that was my fault. Yeah, it does. Okay, so if you wanted to use the old one, you could. It does not come with this. This is a part of this guy. So you can see there's definitely some differences. For me, this guy is more fun to travel with. So what I'll be doing is basically relegating that to travel duty. I'll just leave it in my little Peak Design pouch for any time where I'm traveling, and I'll always have it with me, ready to rock and roll. This guy will probably stay at home with me, and then, it gives me a couple additional mounting holes for microphones and the such. We'll see over time how it holds up, and also how I will like having to open and close this every time I want to put this in here. Instead of just sliding in and out like this guy. But I don't know, initial impressions, not too shabby. It did take a little bit longer for them to fulfill, but that's all right. It did get here, and it is what was promised, so that's good. I probably am going to miss the functionality of this and the slide in and outness, but I think the security of this is going to be well worth it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have any of you signed up for this guy? Are you curious about it? Is this a type of product that people are interested in? And then if you'd like a follow-up video later after I, put a whole bunch of use to it and see how it holds up. That's the only thing, is this spring. You guys hear that? I'll put it up to the microphone for you. I really hate that. So the silence that you get for the grip is instantly lost by this spring. That's kind of annoying, where this is not making any noise at all. So we will see if that gets picked up on the camera and stuff. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you would like, share, and subscribe down below, that would also be extremely appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks.